place right now. I need you to pull me through. Jesus. I ain't playing games. I did this to myself. But I'm down here on bending knees. I'm asking for some help. All I need.
All right.
Yo, we back again with the Rags Devs channel, street interviews, streets of Petersburg. Yo, we got a business owner here. Young man I just met. Y'all check him out. We need to see more productivity out of brothers. So, who are we talking to today?
How you doing, guys? My name is Morrow. It's supposed to rain tomorrow. I'm originally from Fort City, Arkansas, but the military brought me here to Virginia. I got out of the military here last year, and now I'm a licensed massage therapist here in Virginia, providing healthcare and therapy to the state of Virginia, hopefully the world one day. I currently contract with Nicole's House of Beauty. It's an extension, it's a spa, so you get your nails done, get your toes done, wax, lashes, and massage by me. So book me anytime in Nicole's House of Beauty or get it to find me directly. Yes, Morrow.
Shout out your Instagram, TikTok, whatever you got.
So my Instagram is my personality Instagram. So if you want to get to know me a little more about what I do, I got like a little ministry going on. I'm finna recreate the world, finna shape the world with ministry. But yeah, Urkel, like Steve Urkel, _, versus VS, _ Stefan. Just like Urkel versus, because I used to wear glasses, right? So boom, with the glasses, then you got the yeah.
All right, bro. You married, bro? Are you married?
Yeah.
You married? Okay.
Yeah.
You got kids?
Got four boys.
4 boys?
Yeah.
They in Virginia with you?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
How long did you do in the military?
10 years.
10 years?
10 years.
10 years. Praise God. So see, hey, okay, did you come from, you say you from Arkansas, did you come from a 2-parent home?
Oh, you better ask about my family. Oh, shit, my grandma raised me, but my daddy was around. He came to all my graduations. He was there to whoop me when I got in trouble, put me on punishment, and my mom was there. But yeah, my grandma raised me, grandma's boy.
So do you think having your dad in your life of some sort, do you think that was the reason why you made better choices? Where I'm pretty sure you got some friends that made some rotten choices and they're no longer here, or either they're incarcerated. So how important was having your father there for that disciplinary part of your life?
So one thing I'm gonna say about that, I'm looking at my life, looking at some of my closest friends' life growing up. They didn't stay with their daddy. I didn't stay with my daddy, but their daddy was in their life too. Whooped their ass, went to the school, went to the graduate. He was always there. So I guess what needs to be rewrote is like the dynamic of the man staying in the house. And sometimes the man and the woman don't get along, but long as you're still providing that support, my top role model is my daddy. My top role, he's a country man from Arkansas. He dropped out of school 6th grade, farmer, hustler all his life. And I look up to him over Denzel, over anybody, any rich, any famous person, a country farmer man, uneducated.
So tell him your daddy's name. Yeah. Big shout out.
So Jimmy Morrow, but all my life they call him Country Jim. Country Jim.
Country Jim.
All right.
Yep. And what's that town you from?
Fort City, Arkansas, right across the bridge from Memphis, Tennessee.
Already. And so what is you say you do boxing training too?
Oh, you want to talk about fitness?
Yeah. Talk about your fitness, what you just, cause see, there's some people down here, we all out of shape in the peak.
Yeah.
So tell them what you can do with that boxing and fitness, man.
Okay. So I got the military background, but the boxing side of it with the fitness, it came from I got a homeboy, my brother, not my homeboy, he my brother now.
Shout him out.
I met him at Richard Cherry Sr. Shout out to Good Ass Pickles too. He make homemade pickles. He's in Kansas City, Missouri. He in Kansas City, Missouri, but he's a professional boxer. And so me, I started training people just on around our college campus. And eventually, he graduated, got his degree in counseling, went back to Kansas City. And so as he was a counseling in his school, in his elementary school, or I think middle school, whatever, the teachers was coming in and stressed out. And so he's a counselor. He had a boxing bag in his office and got the teacher punching. And his history, he got Box Out Stress. So that created an organization called Box Out Stress. It's a mental health organization. It's all about teaching people how to channel their power, their energy, and pretty much get them a stress reliever through boxing. And we also do motivational speaking and all that stuff through it. But yeah, fitness, but also can provide other things. So if you don't want to box, if you want to get more than stressed out, we can shape you up. You know, you out trying to get some glutes, we work on all that stuff. We can build you up, help you out with that, get in shape, lose some weight, do all that stuff.
Okay, shout out his information.
Yeah.
Share this information out.
Go to www.boxoutstress.com. Also, you can do it on Instagram. Box Out Stress on Instagram or Facebook. Box Out Stress.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, as we come to a conclusion, we like to always leave. Oh, first of all, do you have faith?
Oh, you want to talk about faith? Yeah, I got faith.
All
I
right.
got faith.
You believe in Jesus Christ?
Woo, I'm struggling right now. I'm going through a big spiritual battle right now.
Okay.
Talk about it.
Ooh, y'all want to talk about Jesus?
Talk about it.
Oh man, so I'm gonna just the basis of it. So first of all, I'm angry. I'm angry about Jesus and everything kind of surrounding Jesus. I'm very angry, and this is why I'm angry. Growing up in high school, like I said, I grew up with my dad and mom. I said I had a good life, and so I'm gonna say this: in my life, nothing bad has ever happened to me in my life. Everything that happened bad, I brought on myself. There's getting in trouble, stealing, going to jail, trying to get all this stuff happened to myself. So my life changed one day. While I was in high school, a young man, while I was getting in all that trouble, living my life, doing my thing, I walked through my door one day and I had a vision of me reading the Bible. When I used to, about a long time ago, I was 6th grade, tried to read the Bible, didn't understand it, put it down. 11th grade, fast forward, I'm getting in trouble in school. Next thing you know, I got a second chance, walked the door, the vision just hit me. I picked the Bible up, started reading it, started praying like clockwork. I ain't prayed in clockwork in years. And it was like clockwork, like it was always in me, like somebody, like, ooh, it's like something came up out of me, like where did this come from? So fast forward, my life changed. So I went from being in the streets, getting in trouble, getting kicked out of school, 9th grade, 10th grade, to my senior year, I was in the newspaper. I got the first scholarship in my print. I was in this, so God literally took me from rag to like on top in my stuff, like in my town. Mine's a small ass town. He put me on top. And so fast forward, I go out into life, into this my perfect world, and I go out to college. People from Chicago, all these young folks, my peers, come from all over the country, Africa, everywhere. And then guess what you find out? I had this good old life with all my peers and siblings and friends, but everybody I was getting college around, they was by their mama, daddy, brother, sister, uncle, they was raped. From the little boys to the little girls, they was raped. Everybody been raped. So I got to college, I was like, oh. So imagine a 17-year-old boy finding out about rape for the first time. And it's his peers pouring out themselves through a ministry that a guy came to you about because you was living for Christ. We're talking about Christ, right? Mm-hmm. A guy from the hood from Memphis, Tennessee came to you and said, hey man, I know I'm living this type of life, but I want to do it. Like, hey, I didn't judge, let's do it. He did it, and you got all these young folks saying for God and pouring out their life, right? Fast forward now. I raised money to go on mission trips to preach the gospel of Jesus Christ. Every spring break, I'm in college, supposed to be having sex, having fun, and drinking and smoking. Guess what I was doing? Going to church, and every spring break, I was on a mission trip. I raised over $2,000 some one time, me and some friends, to go to Haiti for a college student. Asking the church and everybody for money to give it and to go give it to Christ, to go spread the gospel. Fast forward, I joined the military. I'm running to all these denominations and stuff, right? This is what I messed up with Christ. I grew up Baptist. That didn't mean nothing because when I was reading that Bible and praying, I got my personal relationship with God. I wasn't even going to church. And so then I started going to church once I got the good relationship with myself. Started going to church, right? This is what you start learning. So Christ talk about oneness. One of the biggest principles of Christ is talking about one and how God wanted all of us to be one, and workers in the field. We're probably gonna get into workers in the field too. The churches are so divided. So if God, Jesus wants to be the one, how do we got 7-Day Adventists? I bumped into them. They tried to divide me and separate me, said I wasn't saved. We had Church of God in Christ. They tried to divide me and said I wasn't saved because their church is the only church. 7-Day Adventists, you going to hell because of Sabbath. I had the brothers down here the other day to tell me the dang is black Israelite that I was going to hell for buying a hot dog on the Sabbath. But they didn't know I already dealt with that years ago. And I'm tired of all the bull crap. And so so I'm fast forward. All this new knowledge and stuff is coming to me. I'm searching and seeking for stuff. And it seems like the Spirit is telling me everything I almost ever learned was a lie. Except some of it. Now, I'm not taking this from the Bible. The Bible definitely has everything you're going through your life, you can find in the Bible. Every story is yours for you. The Bible is you, Jesus is you, Jonah is you, Adam and Eve, that's you. And so whatever you say, don't ever catch yourself saying they fucked up. No, that's you. Them giving you a warning saying you don't fuck up. That's every Bible story from Jesus to everybody. So let me say this. So my thing is about Jesus, right? It was me and a bunch of other young folks raising money, giving up our college, undergrad, and grad school to live for Jesus, and to find out it's a good chance that he might was just a person like me or not real at all. So I ain't denying him yet, but what I'm trying to figure out, because what makes sense to me, if Jesus was to just be a regular man like me, or he was Martin Luther King, or he was just Malcolm X, it will make my life easier, because this calling that this universe is calling people and telling people that you're great and good and you're a God, it seems like this happened to a lot of people, but the world in the Bible is saying, I don't know, it's just the church, because Jesus said you're a God too. That's the thing, all this stuff I'm saying is really in the Bible, but people, everybody's taking their little pieces, parts of the Bible, and just making what they own. But the thing is, we're God. I don't think there's no rules. Guess what, y'all? You know what's the scary part about what the truth that I think is the truth about Jesus? There's no sin. The nature of God, what if the nature of God is good and evil? So imagine that. There's no sin. You are God. That means they put the responsibility of your life in your hand and not taking away from nature, because there's still a grace. Because remember I said I had a graceful life. Everybody, all the kids around me was living through hell when I went off to college. So there is grace. And you gotta be thankful for that grace is why I'm so mad, because I want to take everybody back. I want to take everything back, because I live this good ass life, and you see all these people suffering for God or holding back their life. There's a lot of stuff in the Bible that says if you don't get your heart desires, your bones suffer, you get weak. What's that? Depression, right? And everybody, there's people not having sex because I'm doing it for God. I got friends now that I bet you they still virgins holding up for Christ. And what if you doing it for nothing? All the coochie you passed up, I'm making it sexy. I'm going the nasties with y'all. You get what I'm saying? Because this is what people do. You got young men struggling. You know what young men do in college to little girls? They rape them. I got a girl I was giving a scholarship. I called her and talked to her. She said, yeah, just boys knocking on girls' door, trying to bust through the door. This is every freshman class, all these kids y'all sitting in college, every college around the country, somebody's being raped by your children because you didn't educate them, because you was trying to keep them, not teach them about sex, or you was scared of it. How you gonna be God is not scared of nothing. This is one thing God is mad at. Y'all done made too many gods above God. The club. Christians don't go to the club? You telling me you see Jesus' story, him hanging out with all these people, and you see the people in the Bible talking about him hanging out with different type of people, the wrong type of crowd. How could the church ever make up their face and say don't go to the club? Tell people they going to hell for going to the club with Beyonce. I'm gonna be a light wherever I go. Beyonce's song is not finna demonize me. And that's another thing, God. It's a verse in the Bible. God be messing me up. He said, God is the giver of all good things. What that mean? What if you could never even experience happiness unless God was just so gracious and stepping in and giving you happiness? You been depressed before? You've been depressed for weeks and days. How the hell did you get out of it? Tell me. Just grace, right? Grace, what about all the thoughts and ideas that you have? You ever had an idea that took you 5 years to bring it to fruition? Why? Sometimes it takes people, they move step one. Like, why? God is giving all this stuff. Everything is given. And God's like, people stop taking my credit. Stop abusing my children. Because there's a verse in the Bible say God be answering the oppressed. It's a scary thing when you oppress somebody, because we all will be children of God, right? So imagine you kicking your brother and sister that's a God, that's a king. Yeah. How you think this? I can go on a day about this preaching. This is what I like to do. So this is what my real business, why I feel like God is calling me. I feel like I'm dying literally unless I do this. You should see, if I really told you what's going on in my life, like people are suffering around me until I guess I'm supposed to be preaching to everybody. Because don't let me talk, we want to talk about death. There's a lot of stuff I can talk about. Why I feel like
we gonna have to catch back up.
The veil is coming off.
Yeah.
What if we don't supposed to be dying, y'all? So I got this massage therapy degree, right, and learn about the body and find out, we creating these robots. It seems like God had already did it. We the modified advanced robots, right? They get tired, they can have feelings that we trying to create. We're it. We're it. What if we're it? And then the scariest thing about the Bible, you got the New Testament, but in the Old Testament, it's the scary stuff about God creation. And then that's them. So he said, God formed the man's body, right? Right? And then he breathed into the breath of life, which means God gave the man something. And God did a whole lot of talking about when you die, you're going back to the dust. And that soul go back to God. What if this is it? So we did all this talking about reading the Bible and not believing the stories when they lived 900 and all this. Some of y'all always say, oh, God just took it away. Oh, God, we never asked why. God is like, why did y'all stop asking why? You got people out there saying God is not talking no more. God is not talking no more. But why do I feel like I'm living Jesus' story? Why y'all feel like Paul on the Damascus Road, like God gave me all the answers and I need to go preach? Why is everybody else around me feel like they experience telepathy, like they can do mind reading? Everybody I call, I can talk to this. I don't even know this sister, never talked. I bet y'all can ask her right now that she thought about something, and this man can either be in another state or another room and come in talking about it.
Yeah, we do it all the time.
So that's another verification. I can go talk to him. I don't even know him. I can talk to him. I bet the same
We
thing.
call it confirmation.
So what are we missing? It seems like. So you know another. Let me tell you something else about God. Let me see how y'all feel about this. It isn't so. Everything I'm saying, I don't believe in it 100%. I'm still searching these things. I'm showing you why we talking about Jesus, why I'm struggling with Jesus, and why I'm mad about Jesus, and why my faith is all throw up because of the division.
Yeah.
And I realize there's a lot of lies that y'all are just trying to control people. Cause there's no way you man, what's that? Put out with God. So they never knew nothing about God. Think about it. Y'all say God's original name was Yahweh, and you look up Yahweh, that spirit, this breath. Look, Yahweh. You tell me his name is supposed to be, I guess Allah now. They probably figured it out whatever later, but or some other type of name. But original Yahweh means they never knew the hell he was. All they knew, they woke up one day. Every human, they woke up. Who did this? So this is the thing about aliens. No matter if aliens created us, that there's people not human. No matter if we created white folks, there's some crazy stuff out there out here. Everybody got the spirit. And whatever right black folks have or whatever right the aliens have, we all creation. And guess what? The great thing about God, everybody's been searching for him. He's the beginning and the end. He might be. I've heard some stuff that God is just existence. And guess what? You probably never gonna find. It's gonna be the great thing. All them aliens that you say God is advanced technology, all of them still looking for God. Possibly. If they out there, if it's still real. We ain't seen it yet.
All right,
but y'all
bro.
better get together because if the aliens are real, we know from all the movies that God is showing us that they probably gonna try to take us over one day. And just like every war, but humans come together for war. Y'all gonna wait till the war to come together? Why y'all gotta wait till the war to come together? God said, y'all, he said, I know people hate signs and wonders, but God said they still out there. He said, don't look for signs and wonders to verify your faith, but they still out there.
Yeah.
And it seems like God is an annoying girlfriend that he constantly talking, hey, he go to good. You remember Proverbs said, wisdom cries out in the streets, in the gates, in the high places. Wisdom, the Proverbs said, wisdom is just sitting everywhere crying to people. Come get me. It's talking about God. And people talking about God don't talk no more. God is irritating. And you take that bad, if you follow me, you know what I'm saying. God, they say he's patient, right? That means he's not, who said he stopped talking? He's patient and graceful. That means he ain't gonna never stop talking. Because when I had to have patience and grace and forgiveness, I had to go talk to somebody. And if God is the greatest of all, why he stopped talking? He got tired and said, I'm gonna send Jesus and I'm tired. Nobody's talking. No more prophets. There's no more prophets. Why the heck am I predicting some people live? Why the heck is God bet this sister can predict people live just like the prophets? Yeah, because I know I ain't the only one. She's me, I'm her. We are like this. This is a simple thing. My faith with Jesus shook because I found out we are all gods ourselves, and Jesus, if he was a man, he was really just a man, mom and daddy like me. But the resurrection thing is a thing because I never forgot to say, but if Jesus ain't real, imagine how much money the structures don't get torn down. So if Jesus is not real, my goal is to turn the churches into community centers because you got too many people out there dying for Christ. All of us in the U.S. is over here, yeah, Christ, but what I learned in college, people overseas are dying for this. And me and my group of buddies, young folks, black folks, was going to do that. So imagine if all the people I went to college with that was dying in radical for Christ, we sang the song, I signed up to die. Look, signed up to die for Christ. And what if he wasn't real? I would have been dead. So what you think I'm about to do? And this is funny, I guess I never told nobody live what's going on. What you think I'm about to do? I almost gave my life for Christ to something that possibly wasn't real. Not saying he's not real, but the more I keep searching, what y'all tell me to do, search and seek the knowledge. Every time I search, I get mad. Because I'm like, dang, it's me. I am all along, it's been me. Wow. And the only thing that really matters is unity. It seems like so when you look at Proverbs talks a lot about treating people bad and diverse measure and stuff like that. To me, I think the only thing for sin is not breaking the bread with your brothers and sisters, like hating on your brothers and sisters, giving diverse measures, treating people different, respect. And so, is Jesus so funny? He said, "Do unto your others as you have them do unto you." And I found out that's hard. It's easy because you're like, it's easy to love, but it's actually kind of hard, especially when it comes to relationships and women. Because man sure do want to cheat. You don't want the woman to cheat. How you gonna want to have another woman when the woman can't have her piece on the side? Yes, it's real knowledge. You don't get me to talking about relationships. Yeah. Yeah, what I believe relationships are, yeah, the man, there's a lot of men that want the extra woman, will let their woman get an extra man. It's unfair. That's not how you want to be treated. You like, oh, I had a, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna put this now. I'm gonna put his name out there. So me and my wife wanted to do explore, but the other guy was like, oh, my wife is precious to me. I ain't gonna let no other man get in my wife, right? That's what he said, right? But then, the whole time before he even got into his life, his wife never wanted to do that. That's why my thinking is like, oh, you think you so special? How you think she feel about you?
I will get down and
So you can go treat your penis to other women, she can watch you and not really be okay with it, but
I'll do my best.
do you think you doing something? Oh, ain't no man putting his penis in my wife. Nah, nigga, she's miserable. You're not respecting her. You're treating her as the lower part. Now, if she acts and you don't give it to her, we're gonna have a problem. Now, if she's not doing it, just okay, I ain't gonna do it, but if she want it, and you get it, you ain't gonna give it to her. That's not respect. And this is the only thing Jesus say, do respect. Ain't no rules of law. The funny thing, Jesus said, he said, the law, nothing in the law and the prophets should pass until all things be fulfilled. I thought that was him going to the cross. And he said, till all things be fulfilled, which means the shit is going away. Everybody say ain't nothing from the law and prophets, but when you read the verse, it say till all things be fulfilled. And then Jesus died, all it's done. Remember, it is done. So which means there's no. So which means when you become, say, I'm a child, well, it's already inherently yours. All you can say, I'm a God.
So what you saying is you're angry,
I'm angry.
and to
People dying
get
for
the
this and
people
that might not
dying
be
for
right.
it. Okay. So what you tell me your name was again?
Terrain Morrow is
Mr.
supposed
Terrain.
to rain tomorrow.
Mr. Terrain tomorrow.
Yeah.
This has been a lesson in itself. We appreciate you for your interview today. And guess what? We're going to come back next Saturday
Yeah.
for you so you can finish this
Well,
discussion.
shit, if y'all want to hear more of this, I got a platform. This the ER, the emergency room on Instagram and Facebook. The
All right,
emergency
y'all go
room.
to the emergency room to hear Mr. Terrain tomorrow. This
Is
been a
D-Ragsdale?
yeah,
Is D-Ragsdale?
the Ragsdale's channel.
Ragsdale channel, y'all.
Yeah, we appreciate it. We out here with another Petersburg Street interview. This has been a real one. All right, y'all, appreciate it.
Love it.
Yeah.